Hey everyone, have you ever wondered why Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States? You might think it was always meant to be, but the truth is, the road to D.C. is paved with the ghosts of forgotten capitals. Let's dig into the Rubble and decode the demise of these early seats of power. Before Washington, there was a whole list of cities that held the title. Let's start with Kingston, New York. In 1777, with the British occupying Manhattan, Kingston became the first capital of New York State, a symbol of defiance, but its glory was tragically short-lived. Just a few months later, British forces marched in and burned the entire town to the ground. This brutal lesson showed that a capital needed more than just revolutionary spirit. It needed to be defended. Next up, New York City. From 1785 to 1790, it was the first official capital under the Constitution. This is where George Washington took his oath of office. New York was the nation's economic powerhouse, but that was also its downfall. Southern leaders like Thomas Jefferson feared that the government would be dominated by northern bankers and merchants. So, a deal was struck. In the famous Compromise of 1790, Alexander Hamilton agreed to move the capital south. In exchange, the federal government would take on the state's war debts. New York City gave up its political crown for financial dominance. A trade that, let's be honest, worked out pretty well for it. Then there was Philadelphia, the most sophisticated city in America at the time. It served as the capital twice and seemed like the perfect choice. So, what went wrong? Two major disasters. First, the devastating yellow fever epidemic of 1793 killed 10% of the population and sent the government fleeing. It was a logistical nightmare. Then, in 1783, unpaid soldiers mutinied, surrounding Congress. When the state refused to protect them, it became clear the national government couldn't be at the mercy of a single state's politics. These failures all pointed to one solution: a neutral, federal district. The move to a swampy patch of land on the Potomac, what we now call Washington, D.C., was a deliberate plan to create a capital that belonged to no single state, balancing the power between North and South. The stories of these lost capitals show us that the center of power is never set in stone. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of hidden history interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. See you next time.